So I'm here at a house that my uncle lives in, and we had a big storm, and one of these giant pecan trees, not one this big, but it fell down. I chopped it all up. There it is, most of it right there. This is the part where it snapped right here. Loaded all of that, and I'm going to burn the stump. The tree fell in the backyard. So what I did was I grabbed the burn barrel. There's all the sawdust. It's still wet out here from the rain. I chopped it as low as I could. I threw a bunch of pieces of wood in here. I guess I should have made the video beforehand. The stump is green, so we're gonna see if it burns. There's the stump right there. I just grabbed an old burn barrel from the property, and I'm going to set it on fire. And like I said, hopefully we're going to see if this works when it's super wet. It hit the back of the house, but it's still okay. When it fell, it smashed my little bench right here. But pretty big fall. But we're gonna see how it's gonna go. There it is again. So there we go. I started the fire. I didn't want to video that and me holding it. And we're just gonna let it cook and see how long. So the time is right now 8:24 in the afternoon. Let's see how long this thing's gonna burn. We're just gonna keep throwing wood time by time by time. So a few minutes later, and the fire caught on pretty quick. I was really surprised because it's wet, but what helps out is in the bottom of this barrel, it's letting air go into it and it's just burning. So it's 8:41, going good. So it's about 11:30. We threw some more logs in there, get it going. We're gonna leave it open for the night and put 2 big thick logs in there. I'll come back in the morning and see how it's doing and chop some more. Alright, that's my quick update. Now it's 11 o'clock the next morning. It's kind of burned through a little bit, and it's still pretty hot. All I'm going to do is just throw some more logs in there and keep it going. It's about 8 o'clock now, and here's a quick look. I had to go out of town real quick, and I came back. The log, or the stump, is about half of it's burned through. The other side is just still slowly smothering. So it's really hot right here. I'm on top of the bench. So quick updates, like I said, 8 o'clock next day. So we're hitting about 24 hours, still burning through. Slowly but surely. 10 minutes later, all I did was throw in a few logs and shuffle some stuff around, get some of those ashes out of the way, and the fire started right up. So we're going to keep on going. So now it's Friday the 14th. It's about 11 a.m. And like I said, it's burned all the way down to the bottom. I know it's hard with the sun. I should have got out here earlier. But what I'm going to do is just leave it alone like this. I'm going out of town for a few days. Don't think I'm just leaving fires unattended. My uncle's been here the whole time. I'm just taking care of it, but he's going to go and look at it. I'm not going to put the fire out or anything like that. It's just burning the last part of it. Like I said, it's certain little parts it still hasn't burned through, but I'm just going to let it keep just cooking little by little. And like I said, all I've been doing the whole time is right here on the edges, you know, where you can see the hole right there. I've been just kicking out the ashes, just making little air tunnels on the sides for the flames to keep on cooking. So it looks good. So like I said, all I'm going to do when I come back is sweep out all the ashes and see where it's at, and then I'll go from there. But I'll give you all the quick updates when I come back. Okay, I've just left it alone for about a day or so. Didn't put any of the wood. I'm going to clean it out, and I'll show you what I'm going to do after that. Alright, so I cleaned it out. All I did was just get it with the shovel. I dusted it out all the way to the side, and if you notice, this is how low it's gotten. Let me see if I can get a better angle. There's a little part of the stump. What's interesting is it's been about 2 days, and it's still really hot right in the middle. So I'm just gonna leave it alone for a little bit, like I said, and then I'm gonna restart another flame. I might get my chainsaw and I might just cut some lines in there once it calms down, but I'm not gonna start a fire today. One thing, because it's kind of windy, I'm gonna put the burn barrel back on top of it just to be safe, and just leave it alone and let it keep smoldering. What I'd like to do, like I said, is finish off the sides right here. There's a root right there, and I'd like to try to dig deep enough, but we did a pretty good job. If you notice, or if you remember, it was about all the way up to this second line right here when I threw it in there, so it was pretty high, and we burned it down really quick, just doing nothing, just throwing some wood in there and letting it do the job itself. And it was green, so it was a freshly it was a tree that was super green, and it just fell because of the storms, and just letting it do its job right now. I'm letting it just burn itself out, not having to do any work. But there you go, here's my quick update. But like I said, I'm gonna leave it alone for a little bit and then cut it up a bit, and we'll start up from there. Like if you looked at the picture right before that, we came back the next morning, and where I made the chainsaw cuts, it already had burned, cooked itself through. And like I said, it was already hot to begin with, and all I did was throw some sticks in here, and I was going to just finish up the outside. Mission accomplished already on the middle. It's already a foot deep, but look at that, it's already starting to smoke. It's still going hot. Even though it's not an actual flame, it's still just, like I said, it's just burning through little by little by little. So when you got time on your hand, this is the way to do it. The only other thing, like I said, I did was I just swept some of the ashes away just to get some oxygen in there and to start to burn in again, and there it goes. So all I'm going to do is get the fire going and finish out the outside. So mission accomplished. All right, out. So if you looked at the picture before, look at that. There goes the fire right there on its own. It's going. Next morning, and it's burned down all the way down to the ground. There's already the dirt. I already shoveled out the ashes, and that's how you take out a trunk, little by little. Like I said, it took a week, but it was the slow and easy way. And all you need is a burn barrel, a good shovel or a broom, and just keep removing the ashes and give it a good oxygen source just to keep the heat going. So hope you enjoyed it. It's about a foot deep, like I said, and I lost the pecan tree, but I'm going to put a nice fruit, maybe an avocado tree, in its place. But I hope you enjoyed it, and if you haven't seen my other videos, subscribe, and if you have any suggestions or comments, please feel free to leave them to me. Hope this helped out, guys. All right, I'm out.